was hearing some news. I was not laid down yet. And after that, I prayed. I took 2 chairs and I just sit down. And I tell the children not to sleep. They said, this lady always doing crazy thing. But everyone, after a while, they come and lay down. But me, I never lay down. But at midnight, I was still taking news, hearing the news from the radio. But right after, so suddenly, I feel like really fear of something would happen. And I go out the door. And while I was outside the house, I smell like there is a water coming down. And I said to the children inside, wake up, wake up. But everyone was wake up, but there was two was falling asleep. But while two of them inside was sleeping, and the water just reached to the house. And the water just broke down the house and covered the first child inside the house. And while I see the water was on top of the child, and I just grabbed the child. And the other one, the water was already washed her away. And is one of the oldest one that's find him underneath of a bed, and they just grab her and set her right on the bed. In that moment, I just run. And while I was running, I slipped and fell. And I grabbed the child under my armpit, and I fell right back again. While I was struggling to stand on my feet, and there was a big tree that just looked down with me and drive me away. And there was another water just coming had to the strong water that was going. And that the water just washed me away from another courtyard. And while I am at the other courtyard, and another tree caught me there. But Jesus changed the direction of the tree and brought me to another place. And the water sent me on the left side. And I get stuck into a house. And I said to the child that was with me, say, trust the Lord. But the child replied and say, Mommy, we will die. But I just tell her, put your trust in God. Don't yell yet. And I look for the barbed wire across. And I saw the barbed wire was pretty high. And I said to the child, whatever you see I do it the same way. And they just lashed out and run right underneath the barbed wire. And there was another tree was just caught me and drive me down. But the Lord turned it in another direction. And the Lord sent me away from the tree to another tree. So I just clung to a mango tree. And I just attach myself all around it, surrounded the tree.
C'est là te devant face moi.
And the child was right in front of me.
Et puis après, moi te dis, donne-moi ma prière.
And I said, wait, I will pray.
Pendant ma prière, après, moi senti moi bien en forme.
And right after I done praying, I feel like I have another double strength on.
Que moi te kembe boire comme ça.
So I hold the tree with one arm,
Je dis petite la kembe bon ça en l'air.
and I said to the child, why don't you just keep on to that branch on the
Et
tree?
après, moi te fait petite la comme ça.
And I help the child on the back,
Je te dis monter.
and I asked her to climb up.
Le lit même il te monté, il te dit maman bon prendre ou non.
After the child climbed up the tree and sat on the tree and said, Mommy, give me your hand and I will help you up.
Moi dis non.
And I said, no, don't bother.
Si nous souffrons même moi perdu.
But if you took my hand, you will be lost.
Dis maman, mango a souke la tombe oui.
And she said, Mommy, the tree is like getting shaken.
Non, fais bon Dieu confiance.
But I said, do not be fear. Put your trust in God.
Moi te grippe pour monter.
And I tried to climb up the tree,
Moi pas capable.
but I don't have the strength.
Moi te remonter encore.
And I tried again,
Moi pas capable.
but I still cannot have the strength.
Après moi te concentre dans la prière.
And after that, I doing some fast prayer.
Je dis bon Dieu.
And I said to God,
C'est là où me confie.
I say, God, I put my trust in you.
Ça qui t'aime passer comme ça non Jésus.
Don't let me die in that water.
Jésus pas passer comme ça non.
Don't put me in that trial.
Jésus,
Jesus,
agis dans faiblesse moi non.
act in my weakness
Moi pas bien force.
because I lost strength.
Bon mon vitamine non c'est.
Give me your vitamin. And right after my prayer, I climb up the tree. And after I climb up the tree was really shaking. But I put my trust in God because I know God have His eyes upon me. My children was looking all around to look for me, but I could not have the strength to tell them I am right up on the tree. So I stay on the tree until 4 in the morning. When at last when I saw somebody was up here, although I did not have the strength to talk, but I just shake the tree. And that person asked, who is that? And I answer, it is I. He said, who is who? That say, I am I. This is I. And I said, this is I, Anolis. And right after that, she just hooray to other people. And when they passed the news that the children of her knows that she was on the tree. And the day that in the morning when they finally find her, they all like go right on the tree and help her down, and they cry. And they say, Mommy, what have you done to us? And she just say, well, son, God just bring me back to life again. And they go out with her, and they give her another place to live. And now I want to just put all my trust in God. I would like to say thank you to God for what God has done for me, because I was nothing in this world to discuss this battle. It's only Jesus.